Hello and welcome to Gemini Wing, an arcade original from Tecmo that was converted to the Commodore 64 and various other home computer systems and released through Virgin Mastertronic. I should preface this by saying that I am aware of the arcade, but I never actually played it. By the time I saw this game, I was way past paying arcade game prices for generic shoot-em-ups, so I have no idea of how the arcade plays, so whether this is arcade accurate or close or whatever, I would have no clue. What I do have a clue about is the fact that the manual starts off by setting you up believing that this is going to be the greatest game you've ever played. It doesn't matter whether it's a shoot-em-up, dragon game, whatever, this is the best game ever made. And the reason it is the best game ever made is because of its upgrade system, or power-up system I should rather say, which is gumballs that contains the power-ups that you use. Once we get back to some gameplay, you'll be able to see some icons down the bottom left side of the screen, which contains your power-ups. One nice feature in this game is that you activate the set power-ups by holding down the fire button instead of having to reach over and smack your spacebar, which is something that I can appreciate. I do prefer when they try to keep as much control on the joystick as possible. The downside, of course, is the fact that once you die, you lose all your power-ups, so you probably want to use them as quickly as you get them, meaning that it becomes somewhat pointless to have them if all you want to do is to spam them to make sure you don't lose them. On top of that, because of the way they are used from left to right, basically, meaning that if you have picked up numerous power-ups and there's one specific power-up that you could really find some use of right here now, but it's preceded by two other power-ups that you don't care about, you have to go through the two power-ups you don't care about in order to reach the one you do care about, meaning that by that point you have probably already lost your life or gotten past the area where that power-up would have been beneficial to use, making the system extremely obnoxious and clunky. Let's go over the more technical aspects of this game, and let's start with the good, which is the music. The music is of a decently high quality. Composer's name I'm not going to dare try to pronounce, because if I get it wrong it's going to sound awkward and I don't want to risk that, but suffice to say that the music's quality and overall sound design, which is probably a remake of the arcade's music track, is, as I said, of a decently high quality. No complaints about the music. But then we get to everything else. On the graphical side, the graphics alters between simplistic, amateurish and childish. That is my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion, and maybe a bit harsh opinion, but I see enemies that look like I don't know what, like they've been drawn by some preschooler. And if that's, if that's somehow insulting to whoever drew this graphic, I'm very, very sorry, but this is what I see. What I also see is that there's an awful lot of stuff being thrown at you at the same time in a game that doesn't feel like it's been optimized very heavily, causing the Commodore 64 to struggle like crazy. Massive slowdowns, active slowdowns, so bad they interfere with the music. Which of course means that you have both a negative visual and audio experience. Lovely. The color choice of backgrounds and enemies, so poorly done. Everything just blends together. Half the time you can't see what enemies, you can't see the enemies basically, because they blend in with the background. The enemies themselves, they like to shoot at you from half a screen away, so even if you pass an enemy, and it will, by the amount of speed you're traveling at and the amount of speed it was traveling at would probably be half a screen away, you can still get shots coming from off screen. The gameplay is super generic, and it's so super generic that even a gimmicky power-up system has no chance of saving it. I do feel sorry if someone out there absolutely loved this game. I don't mean to insult or upset or anyone. But this game, in my opinion, is one pile of a blinking mess. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye for now.